Hello everybody, it's IcyNewYear, and we're here with another painting. This one is The Judge from Guild's Judgment. I'm just slowly working through this box set. But this guy, his color scheme, I went very much inspired by what I did with the Death Marshals. So once again, Black Cloak. He's a super simple character. I mean, the fact that he has like a bandana around his face. It's like you just have the eye slit. I mean, he has a cool hat. Now he's very simple. So it's hard to kind of give him like a good look, like to kind of set him off. So I decided to kind of just make him feel kind of leaderish on the Death Marshals. He's got his own style, but the same basic colorations. So I mean, him being the henchman of the group, I don't know, it felt appropriate. So I'm using my Abaddon Black again for the cloak. Just going through that, hitting up all those spots. And I did do the same thing with his pants. I used the Lauren Forest. He had much smaller boots than the Death Marshals. And you can see I'm hitting those boots right now. I learned to go ahead and get them taken care of while I've already got the black out. But yeah, with him, I don't know. I'm really happy with how he came out. I was very nervous during the creation of him. But here, I've got a smaller brush. I'm using the Lauren Forest Green to get the boots. I did leave his... There's my cat just popping up. I didn't even notice him during. He has like these big cuffs on his coat, and for a while I was considering doing a splash of red on those, but I honestly just didn't think it would look great. So I went ahead and I hit those with the Lauren Green as well. I don't think I did them at this point. No, I did. Okay. So I went with the Lauren Green on the cuffs around his arms and the big cuff around the neck. Like the big collar. And I think it set it off real nice. Where the Death Marshals are pretty much just black trench coats all the way down, I think the touch of green just really kind of makes him pop a little bit. Which, because he doesn't have much other coloration, I think was really necessary. So, I hit up those greens there. This actually took quite a while for being such small areas. It's just the awkward positioning around trying not to get it back on his cloak. But a lot of cat visits in this one apparently. Simon's just hanging out at my feet. So I'm finishing up his collar now, and as I said, that took a lot longer than I had expected it to take. But I'm really happy with how he came out. He has a really cool sword, which I don't think I show in detail till the end. But, well, we'll get back to that in a second. I'm now, his hat, which is a cool hat. It's like a very tall, square hat, if I remember correctly. I'm doing in Dryad Bark, just to keep it consistent with the other hats in the group. But yeah, his sword has this really cool, like, pommel on it. And I was going to go with just a silver, but I did something a little special on that. I'm pretty happy with it. So there, finishing up the hat. I'm pretty sure... There we go, a little close up there. Picking up a little bit more black just to do a little touch-up work where I'd made some mistakes on the collar and just a couple touch-ups on the trench coat itself. From here, I'm applying my Mechanist Gray to the sword. Using the same thing I did with the last Death Marshal, I'm going to do the Mechanist Gray and then follow it up with the Iron Breaker to give it like a bit of a shine. And I went ahead and applied it, I think, across the entirety of the sword. If I remember correctly. Yeah, I applied it across the entirety of the sword. So, it just gave it that nice gray base coat. And then, from here, I went ahead and worked on the base. I did the same thing as all the other bases in this crew. A very simple dirt flock base with Winter Dead Static Grass, both from Gale Force 9. And just took care of that while I was waiting for everything to dry. I then hit the sword with the Iron Breaker to give it a bit of a shine. And then I used a Auric Armor Gold on the pommel of the sword. Is that what it's called? The hilt, I think? I think it's the hilt of the sword. And I'm looking for something or another. I'm not even sure what this is. Oh, got my very washed down Newland oil. Just to kind of dirty them up a little bit and really bring out some shadows. And that worked, like, amazingly on him. I wish I'd taken it before I did the... it really brought out a lot of details in his sword. And with him being such a simple model, any detail I can get is definitely helpful. So, at this point, gluing him down, a little bit of gel super glue, and he went on the base actually incredibly well. I was very happy with that. Holding him in place for a moment, good to go. And now, back in normal speed. It almost seems slow-mo once you get used to that 300 times speed. And here's our close-up. I'm really happy with how he came out. He's simple, but I think he looks really good. So thank you all for watching, and as always, have a great one.